and the Boston Red Sox. Hi, everybody, and welcome. With Steve Stone, I'm Ken Harrelson. As we get set to bring you Game 2 of this 4-game set. As you know, in the opener last night, we saw some of the best right-handed stuff we've seen all year in Clay Buchholz. He just shut us down completely. Mark Burley was on the bump for us, and we lost that ball game 6-1. So the Sox come in at 83 and 73, 10 games over. And tonight, Edwin Jackson.
Edwin Jackson last time out threw the ball pretty well, and he's 3-2 for the Sox this year, but he's been a better pitcher than that. His ERA's in the low 3s, and if Edwin gets ahead early and that wipeout slider's working for him, he could be pretty tough. However, lifetime against these Red Sox, he's really struggled. He's 2-4, his ERA up over 5, so they've been tough on him. And John Lackey goes to the mound for the Red Sox. He's 13-11 with an ERA over 4.5. He's been somewhat disappointing because they got him over here to be one of their aces. They felt that as a free agent, they paid him pretty substantial money that he would help lead this staff. Hasn't worked out quite that way. So hopefully tonight we at least get 1-1 in the series with 2 remaining with Boston.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
In Game 2 of this 4-game series. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Sarah Kustak. Thanks for joining us here on the South Side. Just 6 games left in the regular season, and now's the time that some players start to wonder if this could be the last week they spend in a White Sox uniform. One player headed for free agency at the end of this season is A.J. Pierzynski, who spoke with us earlier about the uncertainty that comes along with this job that he loves so much.
There's no other job I don't think that you can be moved around with pretty much free of your will. And to get to a point where you like a place, you enjoy a place, you want to be in a place, and then have it all end, uproot your family, uproot everything, and start over is part of the job. But it's the best job in the world, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
You're the owner of the team. You talk about money. Now, when you talk about fans' favorite, it's a hard decision also to make. That's why I say a few times I can be owner, I can be a general manager, because I might lose a lot of money because I will sign people with my heart, not with my brains. And that's not an easy decision. And believe me, since I've been here, every decision we make is just to try to make this organization better. And we thought AJ and PK, they're going to give us a chance to win. I no doubt they will be back, but we got to wait and see.
Now, A.J. joined the White Sox back in 2005. Certainly a special year for everyone associated with this organization. But A.J. talked a little bit about what that season was like and also some of his fondest memories that he's had so far in his time here in Chicago.
In 05, winning 05, the whole season. 08, like I said, the 163rd game at the blackout was unbelievable. Some of the games with the Cubs have been fun. Just coming to the park every day, knowing these people are behind you, and knowing that they're going to come out and support us until the end and be behind you no matter what.
It's Edwin Jackson who will face off against the Red Sox' John Lackey. We've got the first pitch coming up for you moments away. Hawk and Stoney have the call right here on Comcast Sportsnet.
And let's take a look at how the Red Sox are going to line them up. Eric Patterson in center field, and it's J.D. Drew, largely because of his numbers against Jackson. Then Martinez, Ortiz, Beltre, who had a big night last night, Lowry, Reddick, Veritek, and Felipe Lopez at second. Take a look at the defense, left to right. Pierre, Diaza, and Quinton. In the infield, Morel, Ramirez, Vizquel, and Konerko. A.J. Brzezinski behind the plate, and the Toyota starting pitcher is Edwin Jackson. On for his 10th start as a member of the White Sox, a 3-2 record, a fine 3.18 ERA. .62 degrees with 55% humidity. The wind's out of the east 5 to 10 miles an hour, and it is a gorgeous evening. The umpires, Jim Joyce behind the plate, Marvin Hudson is at first, Darrell Cousins is at second, and Jim Wolf will handle the duties at third. So they've thrown the ball around the infield, and we're ready for baseball, and I'm ready to throw it to my play-by-play partner, Hawk Harrelson.
All right, Stone Pony, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. So happy you could join us for Game 2 of this 4-game series. And counting this one, just 6 more left in the season. 3 more with these guys, and then 3 with Cleveland over the weekend. So Eric Patterson, the center fielder, will lead it off against our 26-year-old right-hander, and there's first pitch fastball up high. Patterson comes in hitting at .254, a couple of homers. He's driven in 6. Good rip underneath it. Red Sox 87 and 69. as they come in hitting at .268 as a team with a 4.17 ERA. Red Sox 43-35 on the road this year. And the count 2-1.
Pedersen has very good speed. He came up originally in the Chicago Cubs organization, was originally a second baseman.
And that's high. You don't want to walk him. He's 10 for 11 in stolen bases. He pinch ran last night and picked up his 10th stolen base.
You also have a guy behind him in J.D. Drew that hits very well against Jackson.
And there's the dreaded leadoff walk.
Last night, unfortunately, with 2 outs and nobody on, the Red Sox put together 4 hits and 2 runs. We got off on the wrong foot early.
So here's Drew. He is 7 for 15 lifetime off Edwin. JD comes in at .258, 20 homers and 65 knocked in. Takes first pitch strike. And here at beautiful US Cellular Field, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gaps and 400 straightaway center. This is the 5th meeting of the year between these two clubs. In the first 4, Sox have won 3. Of course, in a 3-game set at Fenway, Sox put the boom out and put the sweep on.
Usually 0-1, not a good pitch to run because it's very easy to call a pitch out as AJ looks over at Joey Cora.
Pitch out, nothing on, and the count 1-1.
Look at Joey going through his set of signs. But Edwin trying to do everything he can to keep Pedersen close at first.
He does not go, and there's a nice and easy. Yeah, rack him up. 2 down.
And for the Jason, Victor Martinez.
So that's nice, and here's Victor Martinez.
Terry Francona decided not to run with Patterson, one of his biggest assets in that department, cost him a double play.
Victor 3 for 4 with a couple of RBIs last night. Takes first pitch strike. Victor 3 for 17 lifetime off Edwin.
Kept his hitting streak alive last night. And during that streak, he has been red hot from both sides of the plate.
Chops that one foul, and very quickly the count 0-2.
There's a look at the skipper of the Red Sox, Terry Francona. A couple of World Series championships under his belt.
And the 0-2 pitch. Well, he got a cookie right there, missed it. Well, he's still got a chance to win one this year. Not much of one, but
got to have a lot of wins and a lot of Yankee losses.
Yeah, counting last night 7.
Every one.
7 Red Sox wins and 7 Yankee losses. The Yankees, as we speak, leading Toronto 2-1, 5th inning, up in Canada.
Not good news for the Red Sox.
Well, with CC on the mound.
Well, that's even worse news.
1-2. And Tampa Bay, bottom of the 4th, down in St. Pete, leading Baltimore 2-0. So 2 out, nobody on. Top of the first if you're just tuning in. Game 2 of this 4-game set against the Carmines. And that's down and in.
David Ortiz in the on-deck circle.
Make that 3-0 Tampa Bay as Carlos Pena is cranked out. Number 28. And there's a base hit.
13-game hitting streak. Martinez going to be a free agent. Got that pitch down. Wasn't a bad pitch. In fact, it was a pretty good pitch. Just took it through the right side.
That'll bring up Big Poppy. 34-year-old veteran, 2 for 5 last night with a couple of RBIs. Those RBIs were number 99 and 100.
Early in the season, everybody worried about Big Poppy. Knee was bad. Hands were bad. Swing was slow. Meanwhile, 31 home runs and 100 driven in.
As that pitch runs down and away.
So that being a down year for the big guy, still pretty impressive year.
Oh yeah, pulled a string and had him way out in front off balance, and the count 1-1.
Good straight change. And Ortiz swinging at the motion as opposed to the baseball.
Two balls and a strike. Taylor throwing a few pitches here, even with the double play. In the top of the first. Next one will be number 18.
Let's as soon end it right here with Ortiz and not get to Beltre, who's hitting everything in sight.
That evens the count at 2, says Jim Joyce. Jim, of course, and that very, the most controversial call in a long time.
Many a year.
A long time. But as that has popped up, stay in here. Come back. Come back. It won't. A.J. just couldn't quite get there, so the count hangs at 2-2, but Jim Joyce overcame that as far as the vote goes. And ESPN the magazine, as he was voted the best umpire in baseball, followed by Tim McClellan and then Jim Wolfe. And of course, Jim Wolfe was behind the plate last night. I wish we could say we got some bad umpiring because we lost at 6-1, but we didn't.
No, well umpired game.
So 2 of the 3 top umpires voted by the players.
And for Jim Joyce, a quality mustache.
So the 2-2. Just got a piece of that.
Twenty pitches so far.
Outfield slightly to the left, a bit of a gap in left center. Of course, Big Poppy doesn't make any difference. He can take you out anywhere. As did he go? Yes.
I think we got a break that time.
He gone, and that'll do it. After a half-inning play, it's Boston nothing and the good guys coming to bat.
Ramirez the DH. Paulie at first. AJ behind the plate. Then Quentin, Ramirez, Diaza, and Morel rounded out. The defense behind John Lackey. Left to right, Reddick, Patterson, and Drew. In the infield, Beltre, Lowry, Lopez, and Martinez. Jason Varitek behind the plate. And the Toyota starting pitcher is John Lackey. 4.5 ERA, 13-11 this year. This is 32nd start. He usually piles up a whole lot of innings. This year, not one of his better ones, ERA-wise.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. As here's one hitting at 271. Takes a bunt, takes a strike. 1-0 for 4 last night. 3 for 19 lifetime off Lackey. Lackey's a big guy, 6'6", 245. 31 years old, out of Newport Beach. Lackey's not going to overpower you.
No, but he does go over 200 innings each and every year. This year, many more hits and innings pitched.
As the bunny pops it up, and that's an easy play for Victor. So one out, and that'll bring up Omar.
There you look at the career numbers of John Lackey. 35 games over 500.
Omar 3 for 13 lifetime off Lackey. And the count 0-2. Sox hitting at 266 as a club with a 4.12 ERA. Sox are 40-35 here at home, 43-38 on the road. And that's fouled back. Lays off that one down and in. Bottom of the 4th in Cincinnati, 2-1 Houston. And the 1-2 pitch. Victor underneath. So with 2 out, let's check out our picks to click, and you at home can play. All you got to do is turn into the Felco pregame live to see Ozzy's lineup. Make your choice. Log on. And tonight, the fans watching voted for Paul Konerko. Jim Angier, our director and recruit, going with Omar Vizquel. Stone Pony went with Juan Pierre and George Thomas, my great friend down in Elkhart, Indiana, and I. We're going to go with Alejandro Diaza. So here's Manny. And he takes first pitch strike. Comes in hitting at 258. He was 2 for 4 last night. 12 for 31 lifetime. And of the 12 hits, 7 of them stayed in the park. Just off the outside corner. Yankees now leading 3-1 going to the 6th inning up in Canada. And the Bertucci boys are here. Bobby, everything's all right. And that has popped up. Get out of here. It will. Now 3 rows back. So the count hangs at 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 out here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Their attack to the outside, and Lackey gives it just that very disgusted look.
I think it was a
off the mound.
little cutter just off the outside corner. Did not get the call by Jim Joyce.
Well, we owe Mr. Lackey one inning in that series in Boston. And he just absolutely drilled Carlos Quentin.
Been a few people that did that this year.
Well, Carlos a lot of times hit himself, but that was not a hit yourself drill right there. See Alex? Boy, he took one off his knee inside the left knee last night. As there's ball 4. So 2 out, Manny aboard, and that'll bring up Paulie, who's hitting at 310, 38 homers and 106 driven in. Paulie 0 for 4 last night, so he's due. And lifetime against Lackey, 7 for 30 with a couple of homers.
One of the things we probably don't want to do tonight is run on Josh Riddick in left field. He's got a plus left field reserve.
Riddick out of Savannah, Georgia.
Can play all 3 outfield positions. Got a good enough arm to play right field, but when you put him in left, it becomes a great arm.
And the count 2-0 to Paulie. AJ on deck.
So Paul's done a whole lot better here in a very friendly hitter's ballpark.
There's a get me over breaking ball on the 2-0 count. Lackey 33 games over. He has won 115, lost 82. And that one just does nip the outside edge.
That's a pitch he's been trying to get from Jim Joyce. And one he did get. Falling behind 2-0, he's made 2 great pitches. And Paulie, for his part, did not want to get himself out on a pitcher's pitch until he got to 2 strikes and had to defend.
And he tries to bury him inside.
That was a pitch last night that we saw consistently from Clay Buchholz.
Yeah, but this one didn't have the movement that Buchholz has. Buchholz That's some of the best right-handed stuff we've seen all year last night.
He probably had a foot of movement on some of those inside fastballs.
That one that he struck out Paulie in the first inning was just unhittable. But job. In fact, if you didn't know better, you'd have thought he had something a little slippery and a little wet on there.
Looked more like a scraper.
Yo.
Yeah, that ball was one that if you could get a scrape on it, the ball always pulls away from the scrape. That'll do that.
There goes Manny. And there's a souvenir. And so Mike Leary's got that strikeout pitch for us last night. If you missed it,
take a look at the movement on this. Paul's chances were slim and none.
Well, slim never even was a factor.
I mean, that ball looked like it was going to be on the inside corner. By the time he swung, that ball was literally a foot inside.
So once again, the payoff pitch with 2 down. Just flips that one into right field. That's a can of corn for Drew. And that'll retire the side. But like he throws 22 pitches in the inning. And after one, we're scoreless.
Who should win the AL Rookie of the Year award? A. Natali Feliz, B. Brennan Bosch, C. Austin Jackson, or D. Danny Valencia, who's coming on with a rush. Text A, B, C, or D to 53695. Stick around for the U.S. Cellular White Sox postgame live for the final results, or visit csnchicago.com.
No score. Top of the second inning. Beltre, Lowry, and Reddick. Beltre at 323, 28 homers, 101 RBIs. He had 2 of those last night. He was 4 for 5, and no duck snorts involved.
Not even anything close to that.
He is 2 for 9 lifetime off Edwin. And that's a tough foul. He hit the ball extremely hard against us in that series at Fenway.
There's not going to be a whole lot of power hitting third basemen on the free agent market that play defense like Adrian Beltre. Look at the numbers this year and where he ranks in the American League. You can see that translates into many dollars.
And that's a fair ball. So another bullet off the bat of Beltre. That's his 49th double.
Jim Wolf, although this ball hit foul, said it went over the bag fair. And because he was right on the line, you got to pretty much believe it. Because really you have no choice. Longoria, hoping to play over the weekend, is not playing now. Cabrera might not play the rest of this year. So Beltre is going to be the AL leader in doubles unless something drastic happens with Markakis.
Here's Jed Lowry. He's got a job to do now. Comes in hitting at 276, 7 homers. He's driven in 20.
Lowry far superior from the right side than he is from the left. I'm talking about 115 points better as a right-hand hitter.
Two and 0 the count.
There you see the disparity.
That's trouble. So back-to-back doubles, and it is 1-0 Red Sox.
That'd be at number 21 for Lowry. This is very much a pitcher's pitch, but on 2-0, when a hitter's looking fastball, I know you're going up there trying to pull the ball, but you can't pull that pitch. He goes right with it, slicing it away from Pierre. In trouble here in the second.
Here's Josh Reddick. 23-year-old outfielder hitting at 226 with a home run. He's driven in 5.
He came out of the Boston organization, drafted fairly low. 17th round, 2006.
2 years ago, he had 23 home runs. And that's popped up. Morel, yes. Stays with it, makes the catch, so that's out number 1.
Well, neither of the left-handers with a man at second and nobody out have been able to get the ball to the right side.
Well, they haven't even tried.
A couple of young hitters. A Red Sox fan, and there's a few of them around the ballpark.
Well, they travel pretty well.
Very well, especially if they're in the race.
Here's Veritek. .38-year-old receiver hitting at 240, 7 homers, 16 driven in.
He's been hurt a good part of this year. This is only the 38th game he's played all year. The captain of this Red Sox team.
And there's a good strike. While we have a moment, we'll send out a big White Sox hello and shout out happy birthday to Charlotte Martin, a huge Sox fan. Charlotte, 90 years young yesterday. Happy birthday, Charlotte. Many more. There's another strike. And the count 1-2. Watches every Sox game with the exception of last night when she was watching the Bears.
She got a winner.
Varitek to Konerko for out number 2. And you can organize a group outing of 20 more guests during the 2010 season. You can purchase a block of tickets or enhance your outing with one of 6 great party areas. So call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com. Felipe Lopez, 10-year Major League veteran.
He was St. Louis most of this year. Just recently signed by the Red Sox.
With 231, 7 homers, and drove in 36 for the Cardinals. And the count 0-2.
Came up originally with the Toronto Blue Jays, and they must have brought 50 shortstops to the major leagues over the course of their history. They brought some very good ones to the major leagues.
Some of them were real good. AJ keeps it in the vicinity.
Nice job of blocking that one, or that's going to be the second Red Sox run. Block it, keep it in front. That would have been the 6th wild pitch for Jackson. But AJ was able to make sure, put that ball in front of him, that Lowry couldn't score.
He gone. And that'll do it, but they get on the board after an inning and a half. 1-0 Boston. Man with Xfinity TV from Comcast. Don't miss the action. Call 1-800-XFINITY today. So it's 1-0 bad guys here in the bottom of the first inning. And Adrian Beltre he's 5 for 6 so far.
Well, it doesn't bother you quite as much tonight to fall behind as it did last night, because although Lackey's a good pitcher, he doesn't have the stuff that Buchholz brought to the mound last evening. So with only 1 run down and Lackey never having beaten our Sox, we're still in good shape.
First pitch, little spinner strike to AJ. He's hitting at 271, 8 homers. He's driven in 55. And very quickly to count 0-2. Tampa Bay now leading Baltimore 5-0. There's a Matabatacola. Lopez has got him. Out number 1.
Well, as Lopez was drifting back, the head of that bat made it all the way onto the outfield grass. Fortunately, it did stay in the field of play.
So here's Quentin. As I mentioned, he was just absolutely drilled by Lackey up at Fenway Park. He's 7 for 11 lifetime off Lackey with 3 homers, also a double and a triple.
Maybe he figured one base was better than all of those bases.
First ball, Honey. And chops it foul. Carlos hitting at 242, 25 homers and 85 knocked in.
A fairly productive power year for Carlos. The average hasn't been there. What you drive in 85, hit 25, those are pretty decent numbers.
Oh, he got a cookie right there. He's really upset with himself. He got it and missed it.
That fastball was right down the middle. When you have trouble with a guy, it seems like you make bad pitches to him. To get guys out, they'll ground that one to shortstop.
A little too high. And that's chop foul.
Jeff Cox wanted no part of that one, so he let it go under the tarp. For Lackey working pretty hard here with only 1 out in the second.
Be the 31st pitch. 2 down.
That fastball out away. Lackey's fastball away from right-handers actually cuts. That ball started away and went further away.
So here's Alexei hitting at 281, 17 homers. He's driven in 66. Also has 28 doubles, 2 triples, 13 stolen bases.
It's been a very good year all the way around for Alexei, a year that he can be proud of.
There's a shot. Foul. Dadgummit. Couple of feet. Well, 1-1 to count. And you can place your deposit now for a 2011 full or partial season ticket plan and be among the first to select your seat location. Gain access to the best seats available here at US Cellular Field and take advantage of all the benefits that a season ticket holder of the Chicago White Sox enjoys. Call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com. 2-1 to count. And there's a strike. So a full count to Alexei with 2 down here in the bottom of the second. 1-3-0 for their guys. No runs, no hits for our guys.
Alejandro Diaz getting a start.
A 1-2-3 inning for Arlecki. Couple of strikeouts, and he leads it 1-0. Top of the order here in the top of the third for the Carmines. Eric Patterson walked, leading off the ball game. Takes first pitch strike. That's just a little can of corn out there in the right center. And a reminder that the first 25,000 fans at each game will receive a Dick's Sporting Goods game card worth $10 off any purchase of $50 or more. Dick's Sporting Goods now with 18 convenient Chicago area locations. And remember, every season starts at Dick's. Here's Drew. Bounced into a 4-6-3 double play. Valdosta, Georgia.
Has a brother playing in the major leagues, Steven, who's a starting shortstop with the Arizona Diamondbacks. And both of them have a tremendous amount of talent.
Did not check it up. Well, they still talk about JD's exploits in Tallahassee.
Old Busch Stadium, I saw him hit a ball 504 feet. He is really strong.
Yeah, what he did at Florida State was nothing short of phenomenal. And that ball hit deep in the left field. And it's out of here. So it is a 2-0 Boston lead. Number 21 for Drew.
We told you one of the reasons why he was starting was because of his career numbers against Edwin. So Jackson got him the first time to ground into a double play. Not this time. Opposite field home run. Looked like a slider that was hanging out over the plate.
8 for 17. That's his first homer off Edwin. And here's Victor Martinez. Fouled off quite a few pitches and then got himself a single between first and second, extending his hitting streak to 13. And he's now 4 for 5. So if you take Drew, who's Edwin. Let's say Victor Martinez 4 for 5, and you take Beltre, who's 5 for 6 in this series. 1-1.
They just as soon not leave town.
Well, they're not going to be going for the next few days.
Unfortunately not, no.
Second of this 4-game set. Tomorrow night, make your plans to be with us. Freddie Garcia against Josh Beckett. And then on Thursday, Johnny Danks against John Lester. Lester going for his 20th victory. Danks going for his 15th. Now, both those games, if you can't make it to the ballpark, will be over WCIU. And the count moves to 3-1 on Martinez. Volley, nice. Got time? No, over the head.
I think he had plenty of time. He just turned around and flipped
did.
it because Martinez doesn't run well, and the ball was so hard hit. I think Paul was channeling back to opening day with Mark Burley. And there is Mark Burley, who remembers that play. Paul knocked it forward. He did have some time, but that high flip wasn't going to get it.
Burley's going to be all over him about that.
Well, Burley used his glove, didn't use his hand. Yeah, say nice try. We'll have to work on that in spring training together.
So here's Ortiz. Struck out on a check swing. That's just a bullet. Victor's going to make the turn, going to third.
That's been one of the big problems with Edwin against his Boston team. Is just too many guys on this team get too good a look at him. And with Big Papi, he continues to see him pretty well.
So here's Beltre. He just ripped a double right over the third base bag. Actually landed in foul territory, but Jim Wolf made the good call. Good umpires will make that call. Not so good umpires, if it hits foul, they'll call it foul. They don't want any controversy. That's knocked down in. I want to say hello to a former teammate of mine. Terrific guy. One of the best guys I ever played with, and a fine pitcher. We played together. In fact, he pitched well in the World Series in 1967. They're watching in down in Puerto Rico. Jose Santiago.
Beltre's grounded into 25 double plays this year, far and away the team leader in that department. So, as hard as he's been hitting the ball, if you can get him to find an infielder with one of those rockets, it should be a fairly easy two.
The way he's hitting the ball, it better not be a tough hop. And that's in the dirt. That takes care of the ground ball double play, but we can get a line drive double play.
For Jackson, that is wild pitch number 6. There'd have been a few more if not for AJ tonight, as Edwin's thrown a lot of them in the dirt. That's a slider that backs up. You can see that slider moves away from the right-hander, but when it hits the ground, it comes back into the right-hand hitter. The catchers, the good ones, know that. And AJ was able to block it.
Well, you don't want to give this guy anything good to hit. As that'll get the job done. That'll be the unearned run scored by Victor Martinez. Here's a throw by Diaza. And it's 3-0 Boston.
Well, maybe the one thing that Big Papi didn't figure was if he gets thrown out at third and he's a step faster than Victor Martinez, Run's not going to score. But he was able to make it ahead. It became a moot point as Martinez, realizing what was going on, started to hustle. RBI number 102 for Beltran.
And here's Lowry. He just sliced a double right down into the left field corner. A ball to strike, 2 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. And the count 1-2. The 26-year-old switch hitting infielder. Yes, he did. He gone. And that'll do it. But they come up with a home run and an unearned run. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd, trailing by 3.
Was the only player in White Sox history that led the American League in runs batted in. We will get back to you with that later in the game.
Here's Diaza. He's 0 for 10 since being called up. Takes a bunt, takes the strike to even the count at 1. There's his first White Sox major league hit. Drew can throw. Save. And it's a double. Nice way to start here in the bottom of the 3rd. Cancel the post-game show.
That's a breaking ball that doesn't do a whole lot. And Alejandro takes it right down the line, right by Martinez, who was playing well off the line. And outruns the arm of Drew.
George Thomas down in Elkhart, Indiana, was quick to click with his first American League hit. As there's ball 1 to Morel. Green hitting at 182. A couple of homers. He's driven in 5.
Then tried to take that ball to the right side, but fouled it off that way.
Good eye. And that won't get the job done.
Well, that was a little subtlety on the part of Beltre, and the reason is he knows he's got a fast man at second base. If he comes in before Lowry has a chance to get to third, there's a very good chance Diaza might go to third base. Now watch him. He catches it. He takes a look at Diaza. Make sure he freezes him right there, and also make sure that Lowry has a chance to get to third base. Good play by Beltre.
Well, he's a good third baseman. Got that unique style of stopping and then throwing. Fun to watch.
A lot of teams pretty interested in him this winter.
Well, the season he experienced in Seattle in 09, where he hit .265 with 8 homers and drove in 44. And he got a 1-year, $10 million deal. There were some teams interested in him this year.
Yeah. But that's why he got the 1-year deal, because they wanted to see if he still had something left. He got plenty left.
Well, for certain players, they would be better off taking 1-year contracts. They would make more money. But the security is a huge factor, obviously, on the multi-year deals. And as a matter of fact, they would actually play harder. Most guys would play harder on 1-year contracts than they do on multi-year contracts.
Mr. Boros, did you hear that?
He doesn't hear anything except money. Ka-chink, ka-chink, ka-chink. That's the only thing that he hears.
I got a feeling that probably is not in the lexicon.
No. Nomenclature is different.
And he's going to get a nice contract and a longer-term deal. But I understand what you're talking about, and I think, obviously, Hawk, the game's never going to swing back that way. But
never.
On 1-year contracts, number one, time on the disabled list would be cut drastically, because if you only played on a 1-year contract, you couldn't sit out if you could physically get to the field.
Well, you've got agents that are telling their guys if they just come down with a little cold or something or feel a little ouchy, hey, you're going to DL. Agents are no different than anybody else. You got some very bad ones, you got some mediocre ones, and you got some good ones. No different than anybody else.
But to me, the good ones will always put a player in a position to be successful, not just to make the most money he can possibly make.
Knocked down, picked up, and underneath. So that is out number 2. Well, you got some that the only thing they care about is the top dollar. That's it. They don't care what venue or what arena they're going to put their player in. They just want the top dollar. And those are the guys that I have no respect for. And most people in baseball don't have much respect for them at all. You got some guys that can't play in the big cities. They just can't play. They can't handle it. I mean,
And there's no
improvement.
Well, that's true, and there's no reason then to put them in that situation. But you have to know that about the player before you put him there, because if you do, he's not going to thrive, and he's going to get moved around. He's not going to be happy. Doesn't matter what he's making, because these guys are all going to make a great deal of money.
If the agent's getting his cut.
Yes, he is.
Those days are gone. It will never go back to one-year contracts. You know, one side of the page, I'm very happy for the players because they can sign these multi-year, big contracts that sets them up in their whole lineage for life. As Omar takes the ball and the count 2-1, but somebody's got to sign that contract.
I'll tell you what will happen, and I believe that this is starting and will start. Has nothing to do with any type of collusion or anything else, but with the drug testing the way it is, amphetamines out of the game, you're going to find guys not signing as many players, older players, to long-term deals. That's what's going to happen. That's what's starting to happen now.
That's chop foul down past Harrell. So the count 2-2.
I think Lackey has gotten a few breaking balls up. And Veritek going out there to talk to him about it. A Bear fan, Bear family, and a souvenir. Can't beat it.
And that pitch is fouled back. Three 5-0 for the Red Sox. 0-1-1 for our Sox. And a full count with Manny on deck. And this foul back.
Very close to you. Wow, it came back with your signature on it.
Yeah, how about that? So once again, the full count. And that's in the center field. Going to hang up. And that'll retire the side. We have the leadoff man on second base. Can't get anything done.
This fourth inning is brought to you by the fourth meal from Taco Bell. Open 1 a.m. or later.
It's a 3-0 ball game here in the top of the fourth inning. Josh Reddick fouled out to Brent Morrell. Red Sox 1 in the second, 2 in the third. High in the right field. One out, and that'll bring up Veritek. Yankees now leading Toronto 5-1. Game in the bottom of the eighth. Top of the ninth in St. Pete. 5-0 Tampa Bay.
It's David Price going for Tampa Bay and Big CC going for the Yankees. You got to like both of their chances late.
Atlanta leading 3-1 over the Marlins. That's in the bottom of the seventh down in Georgia. Atlanta comes in with a half-game lead over San Diego in the race for the wild card. And that's flipped back.
Veritek has been with the Red Sox since '97. Came there full time in '98. First round selection originally by the Seattle Mariners back in 1994. 14th player chosen overall in that draft.
And set it out. He gone. 2 down.
That ball just hates the inside corner. Good slider for a strike.
And Lopez. So Veritek, who played his high school ball in Longwood, Florida, just outside of Orlando. Lake Brantley High School.
Well, how about that deal that brought him to the Red Sox? Veritek and Derek Lowe, because Seattle couldn't live without Heathcliff Slocum. That didn't work out very well for the Mariners.
And the guy at the plate played his high school baseball in Orlando. Felipe Lopez. As did Pierzynski.
Johnny Damon.
Some of the guys in the ballpark. Oh, they had a lot of guys there.
That's a hotbed of baseball talent.
I tell you, I love high school baseball. I watch a lot of games every year before going to spring training. I just love to go to high school. He gone. And that'll do it in 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. We need 3 to tie.
question. Earlier, we asked you who was the only player in White Sox history that led the American League in runs batted in, and the answer, Dick Allen, back in 1972 with 113. I got here and was his teammate in 1973. And that man could just flat out hit.
We trail at 3-0. Manny, Konerko, and AJ to face John Lackey. He just flat out play. Dick Allen was a heck of a player. He could run. He could do everything on a baseball field. They played against each other coming up in the minor leagues.
He with the Phillies organization?
Yeah. He was at Williamsport in Arkansas, and I was at Binghamton and in Dallas.
Tremendous strength.
He didn't have that in the minor leagues. It was unbelievable. He was real skinny, and he played in Williamsport in the Eastern League. He only hit 20 home runs, and I mean, that's a bandbox.
Well, I don't know how he got it, because he told me he never lifted a weight.
He didn't. I'll tell you a cute story about it, because we played in the Eastern League, and Jimmy Ray Hart, Dick Allen, and myself. And as I said, he played Williamsport, hit 20 home runs. His best ball was like 400 feet. So now the next year, but we all had good years. As Manny goes through it, so we go to spring training next year. We walk in to play the Phillies over Clearwater, and I'm watching this guy in the cage, and he's hitting them up in the light towers there at Clearwater. I'm saying, boy, who is that guy? And I said, his swing looks like Dick Allen, but I walked up to the cage, and it was Richie. We call him Richie. I call him, Richie, what did you do? He said, nothing. I just grew up. So that ball hit, base hit into left field for Manny. So he has walked and now single. But he didn't lift a weight. He just developed over the course of a winter, and he came in, and all of a sudden he goes from hitting the ball 400 feet was his best ball to over 500 feet.
He was able to take a 40-ounce bat. Literally, when you slowed it down, it was pointing at the pitcher, bring it around, and still hit the ball straight out over the center field wall. It's amazing. Amazing hands.
Here's Paulie. Went out to right field. Yeah, Dick used the heaviest bat in the National League, and I used the heaviest bat in the American League.
Babe Ruth heavy?
No. Well, mine was 35 to 40. And his was 35 to 40. That's fouled back, and the count 0-2 to Konerko. I never forget Drysdale, the late great Don Drysdale, God rest his soul, said that Dick Allen, the two guys who could steal a base anytime they wanted to in the National League were Dick Allen and Hank Aaron. Said the only publicity they ever got was because of hitting, and they were just great players all around. That's top foul.
Willie Mays always said, if I knew that stealing bases was that important, I'd have stole a bunch of them. But they just didn't do it in those days just to steal them.
Well, the fastest man I ever saw was Mickey Mantle, and most he ever stole was 23. And he told me, he said, if they were paying then on stolen bases like they pay now, I stole 100 every year. Checks it up, and that's going foul.
That was quite a swing.
Paulie is.
He hasn't seen Lackey real well tonight.
Well, he's been scuffling lately. He's been been out of sorts a little bit.
That's when you just pray goes foul, because there's nothing you can do about it.
And once again, the 0-2 pitch. Short lead by Manny. And that's fouled away. Fastball inside. Come on, Paulie. Stay with him, buddy. One out. Third strikeout for Lackey. And here's A.J. Hit a little looper to Lopez at second. Broke his bat. Dan Uggla has just homered for the Marlins. It is now 3-2 Atlanta. Marlins hitting in the top of the 8th.
Since August 12th, covering 34 games, A.J. has been red hot. Got that batting average up over 270. It's been a long climb for him.
And that's out of play. And Tampa Bay has shut out Baltimore 5-0. Price owner, he is 19-6 to go along with that 2.73 ERA. Of course, 2 of those 6 losses have been at our hands. Lays off the breaking ball down and in. Good pitch by Lackey.
I would think for Price, he's not going to get the opportunity to win his 20th game, because you're probably going to use him first game of the playoffs. Which, with that win, they have now clinched at least a playoff berth.
That ball hit hard. Get over his head. Nope. Patterson runs it down. That's a hang Wolfram. For A.J., and that's out number 2. Well, they clinched before 17,891.
Very enthusiastic fans.
That's a shame. It really is.
Has been down there for a bit.
Well, they're not going to be there much longer. Carlos struck out his first trip. Not a good swing. They knew what was going on before they played the first game there, as far as the attendance.
Yes.
The club should have been in Orlando, where you got 40 million visitors a year coming there. It's the second biggest resort destination in the world. $40 million visitors a year coming there with a pocket full of money, looking to have a good time, and Dad can only stand Disney World for so many days.
You can only take so much of Goofy.
Then the back starts to go. The 1-2. High and deep stretch. He's back, looks up, you can put it on the board. Yes! Yes, number 26 for Carlos in his 3-2 ball game. Mercy.
RBIs number 86 and 87, and Carlos Quentin has just killed John Lackey over the course of his career. Tonight, no exception. Our fourth home run replay. It's a fastball that he tried to get inside and had a pretty good idea when he didn't. Then it was gone. The fourth time in a very short period of time that Carlos has taken Lackey deep.
Carlos now 8 for 13 lifetime off Lackey with those 4 homers, a triple, and a double, and 7 RBIs. And there's a strike on the outside corner to Alexei. And, of course, with that home run by Quentin, the Alex Nelius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 171, so $17,100 donated by Alex Nelius in loving memory of Ursula. It was great to see Alex yesterday and his family. Stopped by the booth to say hello. 2-2.
Now for Carlos, if every day were John Lackey Day.
This is the 10th year that the Snellius family has been giving $100 to White Sox charities for every home run hit by the White Sox. Over $211,000. There's a shot going foul that Alex Snellius has donated to White Sox charities.
Very nice.
And once again, the payoff pitch. A little flipper in the right field. Drew is there. Makes the catch. But the 2-run homer by Carlos Quentin makes it a close one. We'll go to the 5th, trailing by 1. As you check out our All-State tail of the tape, top of the fifth, top of the order. Ball 1 to Eric Patterson, who has walked and gone out to right field. And the count 2-0. That's tough foul. And the Detroit-Cleveland game was postponed due to rain.
Lake effect.
That's a never-ending lake effect there.
We're not going to get any rain here for a bit as you look at Clay Buckholz.
High into left field. And that's out number 1. A reminder, you can text Subway to 53695, and if you are the 500th texter, you could win five $5 footlong subs from Subway. Had one this afternoon. Had the fiery sub, the 6-inch turkey. It was tasty. So here's Drew. He's hit into a 4-6-3 double play and then an opposite field homer. His 21st. With JD now with 21 homers, 66 RBIs. Last year he had 24 homers and drove in 68. One of the things that's always stuck out about J.D. Drew from the first time I saw him play was his posture. He has tremendous posture at the plate, and that's not talked about enough. He doesn't get his hips locked up. He doesn't get in positions there. He gets where his legs can just naturally react. That's why he can hit it so far. And the 1-2 pitch. He gone. 2 down. And going back to the third inning, Victor Martinez.
And this is our All-State Good Hands replay as Victor gets on with that air. But opening day, Mark Burley, he's mastered that between the leg glove shot. Paul Konerko was trying to emulate that. Didn't fare very well. That was back on April 5th.
And that opening day was still the play of the year. Well, you know what Burley's going to tell him? You got no imagination, Paul. None. That single in the first inning, then he reached on the arrow. Paul made a good play, made his own hop, short hop, and then ball just bounced in front of him too far. As there's the strike. And the count 1-1. He makes that play, and that'll retire the side. That's 8 in a row retired by Edwin. Meanwhile, we're halfway home. It is 3-2 Boston. slashing high, pop up into left field. One pitch, one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-2 Red Sox. Piazza now 1 for 2. He doubled for his first American League hit, leading off the 3rd. And that's where we left it. Turns that right now. That's a big play. As here's Morel. He grounded out to 3rd. After Piazza had let it off with that double.
Like he's still trying to get that outside corner from Jim Joyce, and he's not getting it all that often.
And Brent has a catbird seat. And the count 3-0. Don't help him out. Juan Pierre on deck. And that's ball 4. So, Lackey wants to know if that pitch was low.
Well, Ozzy's been saying that he wants Morel to get a little more aggressive on the base paths, that he has the speed to steal. And this might be the combination to steal against, as Veritek doesn't throw that well any longer.
Juan tried to bunt, leading off the bottom of the 1st, and popped up to Martinez. Then he grounded to Beltre. There's the strike. Well, one thing about Ozzy that sets him apart from most managers is the player will never read something in the paper or hear it on television or radio that he hadn't been told by Ozzy first. That's into left field. Riddick comes on, makes a catch. And that's out number 2. So we're working right now with just 3 umpires. Marvin Hudson is not on the field, so hopefully he's all right. So we mentioned last night, just a good crew. This is one of the better crews in baseball. So here's Omar. Very seldom see any trouble with this crew. Most of the time when you see trouble with an umpire or a certain crew, there's a reason for it. Fakes the bunt, takes a strike, and the count evens at 1.
Kind of surprised that Morel has not tried to steal yet. Only because if you have a chance, if they throw you out, you'd rather lead off with Omar than you would with Manny anyway, who's in the on-deck circle.
There he goes. There's a swing. And he's safe. So he picks up his second stolen base. And now the tying run in scoring position with a 1-2 count to Vizquel. And a reminder, not too many more days left after tonight. Just 5 that you can enjoy a day here at beautiful U.S. Cellular Field with your family and friends, because tickets are on sale right now. For tickets, call WhiteSox.com or visit WhiteSox.com. That ball hit deep. Stretch. Back on the track right in front of Jackie Robinson. hauls it in, and that'll retire the side. We got 5 in the books, and we trail it 3-2. Friday on Comcast Sportsnet Plus, the Sox kick off their final series of the season. So tune in as they battle division foe Cleveland. Coverage begins at 6:30 with Belco, White Sox pregame live, White Sox Indians. Friday night at 6:30 on Comcast Sportsnet Plus.
This is a tough inning. An inning for Edwin to make his best pitches.
That is high and deep. And that is number 32 for Big Papi, and it's a 4-2 Red Sox lead. The heart of the order here.
(32-101) for the big man. First ball, fastball, no doubter. Came off the bench looking for that first ball fastball, and he got it.
So here's Beltre. He's 1 for 1, a double and a sacrifice fly to make it 2 for 2 now. So he is 6 for 7 in this series. And as we saw, the John Lackey drilled Quentin at Fenway Park. An old saying in baseball continues to hold true.
You can't hit off the seat of your pants.
Tough to hit sitting down.
Yeah.
So here's Lowry. Tough to hit sitting on your behind. Lowry has doubled, and he has struck out. Backdoored him. One and one. Marlins hitting the top of the ninth with 2 out, 1 on in Atlanta, trailing the Braves 3-2. Atlanta trying to make a move and move a full game in front of San Diego. Pauly. They can't get in the first.
Lowry got down the line in a hurry. No chance at all for Beltre as he just moves to the side. And newly rejuvenated Marvin Hudson calls him safe. Very close at first.
So here's Josh Reddick. Looking for it, got it, and underneath it.
Lowry hasn't run too much this year. 1 for 2 in stolen bases.
Not a good attempt right there by Reddick.
Now, I dropped the head of the bat. When you do that, you're just going to pop the ball straight up.
He gets it down. It was a base hit with Brent playing way back. Now the 0-2 count. And the count hangs at no balls, 2 strikes for the 23-year-old outfielder out of Savannah, Georgia. And that game is over now. Atlanta defeats Florida 3-2. Omar. Nice play. Get the lead man. So 2 down. And a reminder, Friday is the final United Flyaway Friday. One lucky fan will have the chance to win 2 free round-trip tickets to anywhere in the continental United States that United Airlines flies. United proud to fly the Chicago White Sox. So here's Veritek. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded to Pauly and struck out.
Very close at first base as Reddick taking a little more adventuresome lead than Lowry. And was leaning the wrong way. Just got back in under the tag.
And this should do it. Omar sucks it up. But the leadoff home run on the first ball fastball by David Ortiz will go to the bottom of the 6th, trailing 4-2. Fans, you can text Banner to B-Hawks. That's 242-957 to join Blackhawks Mobile and be entered to win 2 tickets to the Blackhawks 2010 home opener on October 9th. That's Banner to 242-957 for your chance to catch this historic moment as the team raises the Stanley Cup banner to the rafters. Boston by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be Manny, Paulie, and AJ to face Lackey. And he thought it was outside. He looked outside from up here. Close. And pulled a string on him, and quickly the count 0-2. And he has walked, singled, and scored. That's outside.
Wasn't going to get the benefit of that call.
Four 7-0 for their guys. 2-3-1 for our Sox. Lackey wanted that one.
Pretty good one if you consider where it crossed the plate, as Atchison, the right-hander, and Hill, the left-hander.
Yankees leading Toronto 6-1, bottom of the 9th, up at the Rogers Center. A couple of guys on, and Mariano Rivera on the bump. Yes, he did, and that's out number 1. Strikeout number 4 for Lackey, and that'll bring up Paulie. Paulie's 0 for 2. Fly ball to right. And a strikeout. Takes ball 1.
About to deliver pitch number 104. And he came into this start over 200 innings.
Get over his head. Nope. And that's out number 2. So 2 down to AJ. AJ is looped out to Lopez at second. And then back in the 4th inning, he hit a P into center field that Patterson went by. That hauled it in. And that game in Toronto is over. It is New York 6, Blue Jays 1. So the Red Sox, they gone.
Even though they find themselves leading this one, they have been eliminated.
That's the 15th time in the last 16 years that the Yankees will go to postseason play.
Pretty amazing run. Now the question still remains, who gets a home field advantage? And who wins the division?
Well, Kansas City's beating Minnesota 6-1 as we speak.
Minnesota came in with 92 wins. They'll probably stay right there. And both Tampa Bay and the Yankees have 94 wins, with Tampa Bay one less loss. And there you see the Yankees a half game back.
Make that 8-1 now, Kansas City. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Lackey. We'll go to the 7th. 4-2 bad guy.
Homers off Baltimore's Jack Fisher in his final career plate appearance. 344 batting average, 521 home runs, 1,839 runs batted in, and the last player to hit 400 in 1941.
And missed almost 6 years prime time.
Yeah, what a career.
To military service.
What a player.
Felipe Lopez will lead it off here in the top of the 7th inning. 4-7-0 for the Carmines. 2-3-1 for our Pale-Hose. That's into left field. One fighting those lights. One pitch, one out. Lopez now 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and that line drive, as you see Chris Sale. And Cincinnati is popping some corks. They beat the Astros 3-2 and clinch the National League Central title. Dave Bruce, the game-winning home. Piazza retires Patterson. 2 down. So here's Drew. He's 1 for 3, a homer, his 21st. Coming back in the 3rd inning, an opposite field shot.
Edwin routinely goes well over the century mark.
He did not go.
Well, the big advantage of having him back next year, and the Sox do have him back next year, is the fact that he is a bullpen saver. He will go deep into just about each and every game.
Boy, does that have a lot of merit or what?
You can stay out of that pen early, then you can line everybody up. and do a pretty good job of it normally.
Well, it's probably going to be the same situation next year. As that got a piece of A.J.
Yeah, that one hurt A.J.
Whoever gets the best bullpen work in the last 6 weeks of the season is probably going to win the division, and it certainly was Minnesota this year.
Well, they did a lot to help themselves in that regard, picking up Caps and Fuentes.
No question. No question about it.
Because they knew, like everybody else, that although they got great work out of John Roush, there was going to be a time when he was going to start to fall off the cliff, and that's what happened. But for a while, he did a great Joe Nathan imitation.
Well, he kept him in it. Big John Roush kept him in it. Meanwhile, 1, 2, 3 inning, that's 6 in a row retired.
Moment, and it comes off the bat of Carlos Quentin. At the time, he made it a 3-2 game. His 4th career home run against John Lackey. Carlos has tormented him during the course of his career. Scott Atchison comes in the game. He's 2-3, ERA 4.17, on for the 42nd time. He inherits a 2-run Red Sox lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning, with the aforementioned Carlos Quentin to lead it off.
Now field about equidistant, slightly to the left. There's first pitch strike from the 34-year-old right-hander of Denton, Texas. And it's off the glove of Beltre. You don't see that. That ball had a ton of topspin, but usually he just sucks those up. Meanwhile, leadoff man aboard.
It's going to be the 20th error of the year. And this one could open the door. Took some spin off the dirt. Just ate up Beltre. And a promising way to start the 7th.
And here's Alexei. He was 0 for 2. A strikeout and a fly out to right. Just a short lead by Quentin. Ball gets away. That didn't take long.
Wild pitch number 3. And when he invented the wild pitch, that's the one they had in mind. Steers it right into the ground. Jason Veritek probably don't want to backhand that one.
All right. Even though it's the bottom of the 7th inning, Alexei's still going to try to get a base hit to right field.
It's kind of surprising because he's been a pull hitter, and yet they've got Lowry paying attention at second. And
there's a base hit.
That to me was surprising because with a guy that's a pull hitter and you got the shortstop trying to chase back Quentin at second base, it leaves that left side wide open.
Especially with Belte playing in. So a good start now. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And here comes Francona. And he's going to go that bullpen. So he gives up the error, then the base hit. Atchison departs. Bill comes on, and we'll be back. Sportsnet. Revisit Monday's victory and get ready for the next game with exclusive interviews and live press conferences from the Bears' biggest names. Don't miss Bears Blitz presented by Jimmy John's. Tomorrow at 4:30 on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Our Lexus Pursuing Perfection call to the pen is Rich Hill. Hill came out of the Cub organization. There you see the numbers at Pawtucket. Started 6 of those games out of his 19 appearances. He's completely changed his style. A couple of games with the Red Sox. He's 1-0. But he used to throw straight over the top. He had a big overhand curveball, but he had no control of it. Now they've got him throwing from the side, and he's going to have to deal with Andrew Jones.
The only time that I saw Rich Hill in the games that I saw him pitch on TV effective was when he was getting the curveball over. But obviously, he didn't get it over very often.
Now, he used to rear up with the front arm and then have to come all the way over the top, and it just, too many moving parts, it just didn't work. So they've changed him, and they're hoping that this change will work.
Here's Andrew Jones hitting for Diaza, who was 1 for 2. There's a breaking ball. And the count 1-0. You got Quentin at third, Alexei at first, nobody out. Bottom of the 7th inning, Red Sox lead at 4-2. Another breaking ball. This one grabs the strike.
Andrew, pinch hitting this year, has been pretty good. Of course, one of those home runs and 4 of those runs batted in came on the one swing of the bat.
Another breaking ball. And the count 1-2. So the 1-2 pitch. And a scoring change if you're along with us. Change at E5. Off the bat of Carlos Quentin to a base hit.
Give Beltre 19 errors and not 20.
And that's not going to get anything done except one out.
Steady diet of curveballs. Final one. Net out of the infield.
So here's Brent Morrell. He's grounded to third, then walked. Another breaking ball. Well, so far, the style hadn't changed.
No, it's been a lot of breaking balls. Bowden and Bard.
Another breaking ball, base hit. Carlos will score. It's a 4-3 game with men on first and second and one out. Attaboy, Brent.
Sixth RBI of the year from Morrell.
On another breaking ball.
Pretty good night. Base on ball, stolen base. Waited for that curveball as it rolled over the middle of the plate and drove it into left field.
So here's one. One's due. He's 0 for 3 tonight, 0 for 7 in the series. Another breaking ball. And grabs a strike. Come on, one. Need you, buddy. Omar on deck. And he drops down with that one. Big pitch to 1-1. And there is the ground ball. And they can't turn it over. But they get to force the second on Morrell, so 2 out, and it'll bring up Omar.
And the question for Francona, does he want to face Omar from the right or the left side? They do it quickly enough, but the speed of Juan Pierre able to keep the inning alive and the tying run at third base. Good call at first by Marvin Hudson. On beat the play by a half step.
So Omar is 0 for 3 tonight. One pretty good lead. And there's a breaking ball. 2-hopper down to Beltre. Makes the throw over. We get 1. And we'll go to the 8th, trailing by 1.
Thank you, our Chuck. And in a one-run game, heading into the top of the 8th inning, it's going to be Chris Sale coming on. He's 1-1 with a minuscule ERA of 1.40 on for the 20th time. He's got 3 saves, only given up 11 hits in 19 1/3 innings, 25 strikeouts, 10 walks. Pretty impressive first year. Andrew Jones stays in the game. He'll play center field. And Chris Sale's going to have to go through the middle of the lineup.
Martinez, Ortiz, and Beltre. And all 3 are swinging the bats very well. So a nice little test right here for the youngster. Martinez, 1 for 3 in this game. He is 4 for 7 in the series with a couple of RBIs. And there's the strike. Gap out there in left center.
Edwin Jackson goes 7, gives up 4 runs, 7 hits, a walk, and strikes out 6.
Only 3 earned runs.
And really a very good performance again. Edwin's had a nice year in this, his 10th start with the White Sox.
That is high and deep into left center field, but Juan is there, camping underneath. Turns it into a can of corn for 1 out. As a reminder, you can visit the official online shop of the White Sox. You can browse the largest selection of official gear, including the latest apparel, nostalgic memorabilia, and authentic classics for the whole family. So get your gear from the official source. Shop at whitesox.com.
This will be an interesting at-bat. It'll be Big Poppy's first look at Chris Sale.
And the breaking ball misses.
Got to get that one over the plate, however.
Got that one over. And the count evens at 1. Big Poppy. He is 4 for 8 in this series with a homer and 3 RBIs. And there's another one for a strike.
He's talking back to Jim Joyce. That ball clearly had most of the plate coming across the plate. It just that it breaks so much, it's out of the zone when AJ catches it.
Close.
So this is the second time that Sale has faced Big Poppy. Got him out the first time.
And there's the base hit on the fastball.
Only hitting 500 against him, but it shows that there's a man can turn around anybody's fastball.
Here's Beltre. He's 2 for 2 with a sacrifice fly. He is 6 for 7 in this series. As AJ goes out there, a reminder, the first 25,000 fans at the remaining games here at U.S. Cellular Field will receive a Milford Valley Farms game card. So buy one Milford Valley Farms product at your local grocer and receive a free item of equal or lesser value with your game card. High pop-up.
That was way up there.
He's barreling up everything. Everything. He's not getting hit on the fist. He's not getting hit on the end of the bat. He's got the barrel on everything. So here's the switch hitting shortstop, Lowry. 1 for 3, had a double back in the second. And that knocked in Beltre, who had doubled.
And this is his best side. Much better right-hand hitter than left, and much more power as a right-hand hitter than a left.
And the count 2-0. That ball hang up for him. Nope. The count got him right there. He missed with a couple. Went to 2-0.
And Reddick's going to be taken down. Not going to let him face Sale.
Darnell McDonald.
He started the game last night. He had a couple of sacrifice bunts and a base hit. And the bullpen up and going on both sides of the field.
JJ for us. Down in that pen. And here's McDonald. Two on, two out. Top of the 8th. Flips a breaking ball up there and grabs a strike.
Pinch hitting over the course of his career, which is this year, been pretty good.
That's one of the most respected stats in baseball from players.
Coming off the bench and knowing how to hit.
Yep.
Tough to do.
Players really respect that in somebody because it is absolutely one of the most difficult jobs in the game.
You find many young players come up. They play every day in the minor leagues. They have a very long stroke. If you play them every day, they will hit. You try to put them on the bench and maintain that stroke, and it's almost impossible to do it.
Well, plus the biggest factor is you're always facing some of the best they've got. You're always facing some of the best stuff the other team has. Tried to backdoor him. Goes around the corner. So 2 on, 2 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the 8th inning in a 4-3 Boston lead. He gone.
Great changeup.
And that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Boston by 1.
By a wide margin, it's A, Neptali Felice. Over B, C, and D, Brennan Bosch, Austin Jackson, and Danny Valencia. You can still text A, B, or C to 53695. There's still time to vote. Final results. You'll have to stay with us on the U.S. Cellular post-game show. McDonald stays in the game in left field. And Daniel Bard comes into the game. Hard-throwing right-hander on for the 71st time. Look at that ERA. 73 strikeouts, 28 walks. Left-handers have done absolutely nothing with him, but he's got to go right through the heart of the order with a one-run lead.
So here's Manny. Manny has walked, singled, scored, and struck out. Bard, some of the best stuff in the American League coming out of that pen. But he's got to get it over.
And the one thing Manny has maintained throughout his career is a very good eye.
Outfield straight up. And Manny's got the catbird seat. Made a nice pitch on a 2-0 count.
99? Yep.
The outer half.
A lot of folks going to take that one. Carlos Torres throwing in the pen.
No.
See where Veritek sets up.
Close. Well, that's right on the outside edge. So now 2-2. Breaking ball. Full count with Paulie on deck. And the payoff pitch to Manny.
Triple digits. As Bard leans back, tries to get a little extra.
And once again, the payoff. And once again, a little tardy. Big, hard-throwing Daniel Bard with the 3-2. That one at 100. Second of this 4-game set. Boston took the opener last night, 6-1 behind Clay Buchholz. And right here, the payoff. And another souvenir right side.
Bard keeps throwing him as hard as he can down the middle. Manny keeps fouling him off. 10th pitch of the at-bat coming. Question is, will Veritek decide to call the slider.
If he does, there's a good chance
he'll get him if it's a strike.
And there's another fastball at 99. Upper tank right side.
Nice battle right here.
Well, if he does throw him a slider, you just have to hope it's a get me over. Just a spinner. Because this is a decent one.
It's bye-bye.
He gone. And there's ball 4. Manny wins the battle. Leadoff man aboard.
And Manny going to get taken down for a pinch runner. Brent Lillibridge.
So that'll bring up Paulie. Paulie's due. Paulie is 0 for 3 tonight, 0 for 7 in the series. Patterson straight up and deep in center. McDonald. Couple steps deep and left. Drew straight away and right. There he goes. Breaking ball, no chance.
As long as Veritek is in there, they pretty much give you the stolen base. 5th of the year and no chance.
Now Paulie's got a job to do.
Tremendous battle, but walking that leadoff man in a 1-run game usually comes back to haunt you.
Lopez way over close towards the bag. Breaking ball. Gets it over. And the count evens at 1. Come on, Paulie. There, he was looking for it. He got it, and underneath it. That one at 98. Well, he got it in a good spot. AJ on deck. Look at this. Is that sweet or is that sweet? Here comes Brent, and this ball game is tied at 4 on the double by Paulie. Yeah. The dreaded leadoff walk.
RBI 107.
Don't stop now, boys.
Mackey can't win it. Jackson can't lose it. A short stroke right down the line. And now the go-ahead run. One at second base and nobody out. And AJ's got to pull the ball.
That's a 30th two-bagger for Paulie, so 30 doubles, 38 home runs, 107 RBIs, but more importantly, the game is tied at 4.
Gordon Beckham out to pinch run, taking a look at the outfielders and where they're set up. And he's got Lowry right behind him, trying to shorten his lead.
Come on, AJ. Flips that one over our dugout. They try to put a short stroke on it. Beltre even with the bag, well off the line at third. Martinez in and well off the line at first. Had him way off balance out in front. And the count 0-2. Get the job done. Nice. That bat right there for A.J. Beckham in the third.
Waited, got a pitch down. Got a pitch he could drive to the right side. And that is the go-ahead run.
Well, here's Quentin. Carlos is 2 for 3, a 2-run homer in the fourth and a single, and a run scored leading off last inning.
Driving in a man from third base with less than 2 out, Carlos Quentin is well above the American League average. And the infield in at all 4 positions.
Breaking ball popped up. Big out. 2 down. So it's left up to Alexei, who's 1 for 3. Alexei had a big single last inning. Bury one of those sliders or curveballs in the dirt here.
Only done it twice this year.
Post didn't get it, and the count 1-0. First pitch in a sequence like this is always big. That curveball hangs high, and the count 2-0. Andrew Jones on deck. 4-9-0 for them, 4-7-1 for us. Good check right there. He did not go in a 3-0 count. There's the strike. All right. They can come to you, Alexei. But still throwing down in our bullpen. And that's ball 4.
John Farrell coming out now to talk with Bard.
So Andrew Jones on deck. He will be the hitter. And Brent Morrell behind him.
Everybody in the infield's coming in. They want to talk about what's going to happen if Alexei decides to take off. You send him if you're Ozzie?
I'd give Andrew a shot or two. See what happens. first pitch is going to be big, as I just mentioned. This is going to be always a big pitch, the first pitch in this sequence. Veritek's not real good at, if you get a decent jump, you're going to steal the base.
Yeah, I send him and put the pressure on Veritek. I don't think he throws it the second.
Well, there's 6 ways to defend it, and of course that's one of them. And a pitch outside. Big pitch right there. And advantage goes to Andrew.
Andrew's bobblehead night. No better way than to send folks home happy. Got a potential game-winning hit.
Breaking ball.
Or to get hit in the head with a potential slider. That one sailed right over his head.
And the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball. Gonna take a long look over. Alexei, just a decent lead. So a count 2-2. I'm not even going to let him take off right now. See what happens. Just a short lead by Alexei. There he goes. It's academic as that breaking ball gets him, but the Sox come up with 1. We'll go to the 9th, tied at 4. All-State tail of the tape, a 4-4 tie here in the 9th inning. And moving in at first base in place of Konerko will be Mark Kotsay.
Chris Sale stays in the game. It'll be his game to win, assuming he can hold him down right here.
Veritek, switch hitter. Lopez on deck, a switch hitter. One of 4 switch hitters is Veritek. Martinez, Lowry, Veritek, and Lopez. Veritek 0 for 3. Takes high and wide, ball 1. Come back and get him. No walks. Come back and get him, Chris. There's one. There's two. That ball hammered. And a reminder, be one of the first 25,000 fans in attendance for the rest of this homestand to receive a Connie's Pizza game card, now redeemable for a small pizza with the purchase of any large pizza of equal or greater value at participating Connie's Pizza locations. There's strike three. He gone.
Nice comeback by Chris Sale as he fell behind and pumped 4 strikes, the 4th of which was a strikeout pitch.
So here's Lopez. He's 0 for 3. Last time up, hit a line drive into left field that Juan Pierre made a nice play on. He was fighting lights all the way. And there's a 2-hopper. And out number 2. For our guys in the ninth, scheduled hitters are Morel, Pierre, and Vizquel. So Patterson's being called back. And Daniel Nava, another switch hitter. Takes it up. He did not go.
Now a switch hitter who's been better from the left side than the right.
They've got 6 switch hitters available to them coming into this game. And there's the strike. 2 out, 1-1 to count here in the top of the 9th inning in this 4-4 tie. Red Sox led it 3-0. It was 3-2, then 4-2. And the count 1-2. He gone. And that'll do it. We go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 4. Sox postgame live. The Big Hurt Frank Thomas, Chuck and Bill deliver highlights and analysis, plus go live to Ozzy's postgame remarks. You don't want to miss that. So don't miss USA the White Sox postgame live immediately following the game on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Got some defensive changes. Darnell McDonald shifts over to center field. Daniel Nava stays in the game. He'll play left field. And we've got a new pitcher, Michael Bowden, on for the 12th time. Yet to have a record. We'd like to give him one. ERA 5.25. 18 hits in 12 innings. That's not a good number for him.
So here's Brent Morrell. Brent 1 for 2 with an RBI. He is the funky motion Bowden.
It's almost a short armor, yet over the top, which is most unusual.
There's a Matabatacola and 1 out. So here comes one. He's due. 0 for 4 tonight, 0 for 8 in the series. Make your plans to be with us tomorrow night. Freddie Garcia against Josh Beckett. Can't make it to the ballpark. That game will be over WCIU. And then on Thursday night, Johnny Danks against John Lester. And that game also over WCIU. First pitch strike.
Beltre in on the grass, very shallow at third. Martinez even with the bag at first.
And very quickly the count 0-2. Top of the third in San Francisco, 2-0 D-backs. Going to the 5th inning at Petco. No score. Cubs and the Padres. Softly hit, hits the mound, but they're not going to be able to do anything with it. So good speed aboard. One with 61 stolen bases.
And if I'm Montpierre, I go on the first pitch. Action in both bullpens. Martin in the on-deck circle.
And Omar at the plate, who's one of the best in the business with that hole over there on first.
Matt Thornton. Hopefully we will not need him.
Beltre right at the cut of the grass at third. Drew out there fairly deep in right field. Pretty good lead by 1. Four 9-0 for the Red Sox, 4-8-1 for our White Sox. Pitch out, nothing on.
advantage you have here if you're the hitter is you pretty much know that Veritek's going to be calling for a fastball. Because after one pitch out, you don't think they're going to be calling for another. Veritek is not going to call for a breaking ball in a running situation.
That ball hit deep, but not deep enough. Back on the track. Boy, I'll tell you what, I thought he hadn't had a chance when it left the bat. Meanwhile, 2 out.
Omar got the fastball, and he pretty much knew it was coming and hit most of it. On a warmer night, this is probably out of here. Not tonight.
So here's Mark Tien. Come on, Mark, we need a gapper right here, buddy. And here comes Francona.
He just stopped because he wanted to check with Jim Joyce to see if Tien had been announced. He was. Now he's going to go to the left-hander in the pen.
It was too late anyway if he hadn't been. All right, Bowden departs, and we'll be back. News nightly on Sports Night, presented by Dex. Coming up tonight after U.S. Cellular White Sox postgame live, Blackhawks Penguins preseason highlights. Day one of Bulls camp. We'll join Pat and Mark for Sports Night, presented by Dex. Tonight after postgame live, only on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Alexis pursuing perfection called to the pen is Dustin Richardson. He comes out with no record, a .415 ERA, and for the 25th time. There you look at the numbers. Walks and strikeouts about even. Left-handers have really hurt him. A .360 batting average, and that's how he'll face Mark Tien.
Tien, 4 homers, 26 knocked in. Hitting at .261. Pretty good lead by 1. And there is strike 1 to Tien. And that's up high.
Pinch hitting at even .250 for Mark Tien. They're playing him exactly straight away. And everybody fairly deep.
If that's his good move, one should be able to get a good lead and a good jump.
You don't need much of a jump. Veritek not thrown real well here tonight.
There you go. No chance. That is number 62. More importantly, a 2-1 count to 10, and Pierre in scoring position. Now, Mark. Katse on deck. And the 2-1 pitch. There goes one. And he'll pick it up. And the count 3-1. And that's ball 4. So now, Katse is being called back, and Viciedo, the tank. Here comes the tank. Hitting at 281, 3 homers. He's driven in 8. Two out runners at the corners. And here comes Francona.
Alexis pursuing perfection call to the pen is Matt Fox. This season between Minnesota and Boston, he's appearing in his 4th game. ERA just under 5. And he's going to face Diane Viciedo. Where one wild pitch can win it.
So the old bench jockeys will be over there saying, scream it. Squeeze it. You cannot check it up. So TN moves in and take the four-sided second.
Fox almost threw that one to the screen. Good pick by Veritek.
Outfield straight up. And the 0-1. 1-1 to count to the tank. Big pitch coming up the 1-1. Another good stop by Veritek.
That one's almost game over. Just have to hope that Fox keep throwing that slider. Veritek makes a real good play here. That ball bounces a good 2.5 feet in front of him. It could have easily gotten by him, and that would have been that.
The 2-1 pitch. Get me over breaking ball. 2-2. Now the tank with a big strike zone. The 2-2 pitch. Now Fox going to back it down, and Veritek's going to try to go out and give him a little confidence right here. A 4-4 tie, bottom of the ninth. 2 out, 2-2 to count with Pierre at third and Tien at second. Shot's going to hang up. That ball gets by him. This ball game is over. So the Sox come back from a 3-0 deficit to win it 5-4 on the tank. Diane Vicieto's screaming line drive to left field.
It's a good thing Nava dove over that ball, because that ball stayed in the air. I don't think he put him in for defense. But all's well that ends well, as our Sox come back and win it in dramatic fashion here in the ninth inning.
And let's check out our GMC player of the game. Here's Vicieto on a 2-2 count. Just drills it hard into left field, and Nava, watch it. Got by him, and the Sox even up the series at a game apiece. And Chris Sale picks up the victory.
Well, Chris Sale was terrific. He gave up a couple of hits in the 8th inning, but came on for the 9th and struck out 2. 3 overall in 2 innings. And the youngster showed that he can close, he can go a couple of innings, and we know that he can probably start if need be.
All right, now let's go down on the field.
I'm here in front of the White Sox dugout with Carlos Quentin. Carlos, first, talk to me a little bit about your young guy, Dion Vicioto, and what it was like to see him finish off the game.
It was, you're so happy for him, just so happy for him. He hasn't had a bat in a while, and he comes off the bench like that, pitching change, showed some real poise, and you can't say enough about that at bat. Won the game. He's the hero of the night. You should be talking to him right now.
Carlos, take us back that you guys dropped down by 3 runs, and you were able to turn things around with your two-run home run. What were you thinking at the plate during that at-bat?
Lackey had some good stuff going. He was keeping us off balance. He got ahead in the count again on me for the second at-bat in a row, and when we came in, I just pulled my hands and got to the ball and got it out. So it was, put us on the board, and sometimes you just got to get on the board, and then we got rolling after that.
5 games left. How important is it for you guys to finish off strong and make sure you end the season on a high note?
This whole season's been a roller coaster. We've fought, we've battled. We want to do well here at the end. We want to, we're professionals. We want to play hard, and we want to finish this season off. There's a lot of positives of this season, and we want to make sure we remember that by finishing hard.
All right, thanks so much, Carlos. Congratulations. That is Carlos Quentin for you. One more round of applause.
All right, so for my partner, the Stone Pony, Steve Stone, our director, Jim Angier, our producer, Mike Leary, our associate producer, Dave Ross, our technical manager, Mark Harper, the executive producer, Jim Corno Jr., for the mayor, Mean Joe Groove, also being the booth. My mayor, Win Griffiths, this is a Hawk. So long, everybody.